This tactic we have created has won this team the quadruple. Make sure you're watching this video right now. Yes guys, and we are back with another Football Manager 23 tactic that I'm sure you guys will love. But before we get into it guys, make sure you are hitting the like, comment and subscribe, and this does help the algorithm and push my videos out to more people. Also, make sure you are checking out all the social media platforms in the description below. Make sure you're checking out the Patreon and joining up the Discord. But let's get straight into this FM23 tactic. And here we are with the first team we have tested a tactic with. It is Bayern Munich in Germany. And as you can see, 80 points, top of the league, 80 goal difference as well. So absolutely smashing it. In terms of the competitions they have won, look at that. They have won the quadruple. They won the Champions League against Arsenal. This is with the updated transfers as well. So if you guys do want to download that, make sure you check out my YouTube. There is a video on how to get updated transfers. But they have won the Bundesliga, the Champions League, the Pokal, and the Super Cup. So very, very good season for Bayern Munich. If you get straight into the player breakdown, I'm going to look at the goals, and there's no one for Bayern Munich in the top goal scorers. However, you can see Thomas Müller, average rating, Kim Min-jae, high average rating, and Harry Kane as well. In terms of assists, look at Joshua Kimmich with 29 assists, Thomas Müller with 16, and Leroy Sané picking up 13. And if we move straight into the team overview, we can see straight away that obviously Bayern Munich with the most goals, 115, RB Leipzig with 67. Wow, absolutely crushing it in terms of goals scored. Most shots would be Bayern Munich, fewest shots against Bayern Munich again. Best pass completion, Bayern Munich in 4th place, and then most possession, Bayern Munich top with 61%. Tackles won, Bayern Munich not there. Dribbles made, Bayern Munich in 5th. Clean sheets, we have Bayern Munich picking up 5th place in terms of most clean sheets, and fewest conceded, 35 in total. So they have conceded a few amount of goals. In terms of the player overview, obviously, if we're looking at goals scored, we have Harry Kane 5th and Kim Min-jae 4th. Obviously, with a set piece of shout out to Kim Min-jae. Most assists, Kimmich, Müller, Leroy Sané, and Musiala finding 9 as well. In terms of most shots, we have Leroy Sané, Kim Min-jae as well. Most player of the matches, we have Kim Min-jae joint 5th with a load of players. And then most key passes, obviously big Joshua Kimmich and Leroy Sané there. Best pass completion, Manuel Neuer. Most tackles won, no one there. Most dribbles made, no one there. And most clean sheets, we have Neuer 6th place with 12. And fewest conceded, Neuer joint 7th with 31 conceded this season. In terms of the data hub, we're going to go over to the data hub and have a butchers quickly. And we're going to look at that. Goals per game, 3.38. Absolutely smashing it, Bayern Munich. Shots per game, 21.68. Expected goals against per game, 0.73. And conceded per game, average of about 1 goal conceded per game. So it looks like Bayern Munich are doing very, very well. Well, they have won the quadruple, so you can't ask for more than that. They've won exactly what they needed to win. Harry Kane picking up a quadruple in his first season in Germany. And now we quickly shoot over to Lens in France, and you can see straight away Lens have actually finished in 2nd place in the league, doing very, very well with 78 points, 13 points above Nice in 3rd place, about 14 points behind PSG, but it's not the end of the world. They finished 2nd and have got Champions League football this season. In terms of where they were predicted to finish, they were actually predicted to finish in 8th place, so they've done extremely well and actually finished top 2, mate. Not too bad for Lens, is it? And then we shoot straight over into the team overview. We can see most goals. We have Lens scoring the most goals, 1 more goal scored than PSG. So with a better defense, they would have actually, they could have challenged for the league potentially still. Scored a lot of goals, bro. Most shots 2nd, fewest shots against, they were 4th there. Best pass completion, they were 7th. Most possession, they were 3rd place with 58%. Most tackles won, they were nowhere to be seen there. Most dribbles made in 6th place. Most clean sheets, joint 3rd with 2 other teams, and fewest conceded, they were 3rd place with 34 goals conceded. And then we shoot over into the player overview. Most goals, we have Sutoka with 23 goals in 5th place. And then we have most assists. We have a few players from Lens in the assists. So loads of players getting loads of assists with this tactic. We can see straight away. We've got 1st place, 4th place, and 5th place. Most shots 4. We have Danso in 7th. Most man of the matches, we have Danso in joint third with 2 other players. Most key passes, we have a few players in there as well. Second, fifth, and joint sip. And then best pass completion, we have Samba in second place. Most tackles won, we have Da Costa in fourth place. Most dribbles made, no one there. Most clean sheets, Samba joint third. And no one to be seen in the fewest goals conceded. Donnarumma only conceding 8 goals in the league is absolutely insane. I'm not gonna lie about it. And then we shoot straight into the data hub. And if you look at the data hub, we're seeing similar stuff again. Goals per game 2.76, shots per game 18.74, conceded per game 1 per game. That's very, very good. Expected goals against per game 1.02 as well, man. So yeah, not too bad in terms of non-penalty expected goals. 2.1 per game. So very, very well in comparison to the league average in the middle. And in terms of the competition, they obviously finished second in the League One. And in terms of the Champions League, they finished third in their group. So they got kicked out to Europa League. They did manage to get to the Europa League final, but lost on penalties. And French Cup, they lost to Marseille in the quarterfinals. But let's move over to the schedule and look at their actual Europa League run. So first they played Genk in the knockout round playoff, and they got past Genk. Then they played Roma and beat Roma in the round of 16. They then played Lazio in the quarterfinals of the Europa League, beat them. Then they faced Liverpool and actually beat Liverpool in the semi-final, then got to the final and lost to Atalanta in a penalty shootout. So yeah, it's not the end of the world, but they did lose the Europa League final. And here is the final team we have tested this tactic with. We have FC Utrecht in Netherlands, and you can see they have actually finished in second place. They were nowhere predicted to finish anywhere near second place. From what I've seen, they were predicted to finish fifth. They've done very, very well to finish second and get Champions League football. But in terms of the league table, obviously 34 games played, 24 games won, 5 losses and 5 draws. Not too bad for Utrecht, if I'm being very honest, mate. We move straight over into the team overview, and we can see most goals we have Utrecht joint with Feyenoord. Most shots for, they are second place behind Feyenoord. And then third place for fewest shots against. Best pass completion, fourth place. Most possession, second place with 61. Most tackles won, nowhere to be seen. Most dribbles made, nowhere to be seen. Most clean sheets, joint fourth with SC20. And fewest conceded in third place with 30 goals conceded this season. Not too bad, mate. If you go straight into the player overview, we can see most goals. We have the top goal scorer in the league, as well as joint third place and sixth place as well. And then most assists, we have the top assister in the league as well. So very, very well, I'm not going to lie, from the boys. We have the top assister and the third place assister as well. And then most shots, we have second place, sixth and eighth. Most man of the matches, we have someone joint fifth. Most key passes, we have a player in third and we have a player in eighth. Best pass completion, eighth place. Most tackles won, sixth place. Most dribbles made, nowhere to be seen. Most clean sheets in joint third and fewest conceded joint third as well. So not too bad for the FC Utrecht boys. If you shoot over into their competitions, we can see already that they finished second in the Eredivisie and actually won the Dutch Cup. So not a bad season. Champions League and a trophy, very, very decent. The board expected us to get Europa Conference League, so we've done 2 better and actually got Champions League football. In terms of the data hub, if you have a butchers at the data hub, we can see straight away goals per game 2.74, so much better than the league average. Shots per game 16.62. Expected goals against 0.91, and then conceded per game 0.88. So yeah, very, very well in terms of what they are doing in the Eredivisie, mate. But let's stop wasting your time and let's finally get into the tactic. But before we do this, guys, remember to hit the like. This does help the algorithm. Also comment and subscribe. Let me know what other tactics you would like to see on this channel. Don't forget to make sure you check out the social media platforms in the description, and also join the Discord and join the Patreon. But let's get straight into the tactic. So here we are with the best 4-3-3, and the tactic inspiration was taken from how I believe Ten Hag team will try and play this season. So it's basically a 4-3-3 out of possession, but in possession the team looks to be a 3-1-6. So obviously 3 defenders and then Casemiro as the anchor, and then 6 attackers doing whatever, causing chaos up there. So that is the idea we used when trying to create this tactic. So first up, we got a sweeper keeper on support with the instructions, tackle harder. Then we have a fullback on defend with the instructions, sit narrower. We have a ball playing defender with no further instructions. We have a central defender with the instructions to stay wider. And then we have a wing back on attack with the instructions, stay wider, tackle harder, and cross more often. In terms of the anchor, he has no further instructions. Then we have a centre mid on attack with the instructions, tackle harder. Then we have an advanced playmaker on attack with the instructions, get further forward and tackle harder. We have an inside forward on attack on the left with sit narrower and tackle harder. And then we have an inside forward on support with the instructions, stay wider and tackle harder. Then up front, we have a pressing forward on attack with no further instructions. Tactical style can be clean slate or whatever, it doesn't actually matter, because once you put the instructions in, it does change. The mentality is an attacking mentality. In possession, you want to overlap on the right and play out of defense. Final third, low crosses, passing directness shorter, tempo higher, and dribbling run at the defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute the ball quickly and roll it out. And then out of possession, we've gone with a high press, high line of defense, trigger press much more often and prevent short goalkeeper distribution. Make sure you are downloading the tactic in the description. Also, shout out to Zinclo for whipping up this one right here. We'll be back with more tactic videos and more Football Manager videos. Make sure you are subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next YouTube video. Love.